Namaste everyone. Thank you for joining in this video. So today I'm going to take up the topic of remedies of the sun. Okay, and this video is going to be a part of the remedial series on planets and the nakshatras that I'll be taking it up over the next few months or so. Okay, so we start with the king of the planets, which is of course the sun. Okay, so the sun, it represents father, it represents ego, it represents self, soul, it represents individuality, it represents the rational mind, it represents honor, status, and leadership qualities. Okay, and if you have a weak sun, then you'll run into problems with the father, with your father or father figures. Problems with the government, problems with political leaders and authorities. You can also get into trouble from the government. You can suffer from low self-esteem issues. You can suffer from ego issues, and there would also be issues at the workplace and also a lack of self-respect. Okay, and as per Chandrakala Nadi, the sun, it rules abdomen, arteries, it rules baldness. Okay, especially sun in Gemini. You can be going bald because of it. It rules the big toe, the bile in the body. It rules the body temperatures. You know, it rules the bones, and then head, heart, right eye. The sparse hairs of your body, the spinal cord, the stomach, and it also causes the yellowing of the eyes. Okay, and the other diseases that are caused by the sun, they will include bilious disorders, bone disorders, diseases involving the pitta. Okay, diseases related to very high body temperature, epilepsy, eye diseases, fainting, headache, heart ailments, hemorrhage, indigestion, meningitis. Other diseases would include mental disorders, migraine, myopia, and hypermetropia. Okay, which relate to short-sightedness and long-sightedness. It could also relate to pains. Okay, people think that pain is related to Saturn, but pains are also related to the sun. Okay, especially pain in the spinal cord or pain in the bones. Okay, so it can also cause palpitations. It can cause rheumatic diseases. Sunstrokes are very common. Throat disorders as well as typhoid. These are the diseases that are ruled by the sun. Okay, and Sunday is the day ruled by the sun. So any remedy that you do of the sun has to start on a Sunday, and the time that is ruled by the sun is the Surya Hora. Okay, and the sun rules Kritika Nakshatra, Uttara Phalguni Nakshatra, and Uttara Ashadha Nakshatra. So why I'm mentioning the nakshatras is because if you start any remedy related to the sun, you have to start on the days, you know, related to these nakshatras. Okay, if it is not a Sunday, you can start on the days related or ruled by these nakshatras of Kritika, Uttara Phalguni, and Uttara Ashadha. Okay, so coming to basic astrology, the sun owns the zodiac of Leo. It exalts in Aries. It debilitates in Libra. Okay, the Graha Devata is Surya. The Adi Devata is Agni or fire. The Pratyadi Devata is Shiva. If you look at it from the perspective of the Mahavidyas, the sun is ruled by Matangi, and if you look at it from the perspective of the Navadurgas, okay, then it is ruled by Shailaputri. Okay, so mantras, I don't usually recommend mantras because they have to be very very specific. Okay, but the bija mantra for the sun is Om Ram Rim Ram Sah Suryaya Namaha. Okay, Om Ram Rim Ram Sah Suryaya Namaha. That is the bija mantra. Or you can also do a simple Surya mantra. It's Om Suryaya Namaha or Om Shri Suryaya Namaha. Okay. So there are other mantras for the sun as well. The most popular, of course, being the Surya Gayatri mantra. Okay. But then the Gayatri mantra, as I have been repeatedly saying, it requires initiation. Okay. So I'll be listing out a few rituals and remedies for the sun, and you can do all of them, of course, but you don't need to do all of them. Basically, just try it out. Try out a few of them, and any remedy, whatever remedy you try for any planet, it has to be done for a minimum of 90 days for tangible results to show up. Okay, and if results show up prior to 90 days of doing the remedy, then you should continue the remedy for 90 days. You should make it a point to continue the remedy for 90 days and not giving it up after you see results. Okay, because then the results might not last long. Okay, so the first remedy that you can do, of course, is to listen to or chant the Aditya Hridayam, you know, every Sunday during sunrise and in Sunhora. You can chant the Aditya Hridayam any day, but it is best if you chant it on Sunday. If you cannot do it every day, then make it a point to chant it on Sunday. Okay. And then number two is that you should perform Arghya every day during sunrise. Arghya, it's a Sanskrit word, of course. It means oblation or offering. All right. So, take a copper vessel, take some water, and offer it to the sun. Okay, facing the east. All right. And any Arghya you offer, it has to be done before 9 o'clock. Okay. So don't think that you can get up at 12 p.m. in the afternoon and offer Arghya. It's not going to work. Okay, because you have to specifically face the east while offering Arghya, and by the time you wake up after 9 o'clock, the sun will start moving towards the other directions. Okay. Then you can, as I mentioned, you can use the bija mantra for Surya. Okay, during Surya Hora. This is true if any planet is combust. Okay, because planets when planets get combust, the sun also gets impacted. So if a sun is combusting any planet, then you should chant the bija mantra for Surya. Om Hram Hrim Hram Sah Suryaya Namaha. So it needs to be chanted for 108 times during Surya Hora on or on Sunday, and also on the days of Kritika, Uttara Phalguni, and Uttara Ashadha nakshatras. Okay. Then next you can actually feed white to red ants if possible, but you don't find red ants in every area, so this remedy might not be feasible for everyone. Okay. And then you can also listen to Surya Mandala Stotram. Okay, this was specifically given by Sri Krishna to Arjuna. And after reciting the Surya Mandala Stotram, Arjuna received the gift of Akshaya Patra. Okay, Akshaya Patra was received by Arjuna after reciting the Surya Mandala Stotram. Okay. Then if you're initiated into Gayatri, okay, you should chant it as prescribed by your guru. Okay. And that is for Diksha, those who have had their Diksha. The Gayatri mantra is one of the very good remedies for sun if you have had a Diksha in Gayatri. Okay. Then you can also pray to Shiva with the mantra, Om Namah Shivaya. Sorry, Namah Shivaya, not Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya is for Sadashiva. So you can pray to pray to Shiva with the mantra Namah Shivaya. You can get the Diksha in that mantra if possible. Okay, you can also, since for the Vishnu avatars, the sun is represented by Rama. So, you can actually chant the Ramanam as many times as possible during the day or during Surya Hora. Okay. So just Ram, 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 just keep on chanting that, and your Surya will be strengthened. Okay. Then, if you want a physical remedy, of course, performing Surya Namaskar every day really, really helps. Okay. So this is very, 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 very important. But then, if you are doing Surya Namaskar specifically as a remedy for the sun, you should always do it with mantras. Okay. And there are a lot of YouTube videos where it shows how to do Surya Namaskar with mantras. All right. So try out. Don't do Surya Namaskar just because some Westerner is asking you to do it. There are specific mantras you have to chant while doing Surya Namaskar. Okay. So then, in order to increase the solar energy in your body, you can use herbs like turmeric, ginger, coriander, mustard, saffron, and cinnamon as well. Okay. Similarly, you can also use essential oils made from sage, juniper, cloves, thyme, basil, and eucalyptus. Okay, so these essential oils can also help you to balance the energy of the sun. Okay. Now, if you have a negative sun, okay, if sun is badly placed in your horoscope, if it is a negative, if it is ruling a difficult house in the horoscope, like the eighth house or the third house, then you can actually donate herbs like turmeric, ginger, coriander, mustard, saffron, red pepper, and cinnamon. Okay. And then, again, if the sun is negative, you can actually mix some saffron with water and apply it on your forehead, especially on Sundays. Okay. If sun is the 12th lord, in the Navamsha, not in the Rashi chart. Okay. So make this clear. If the sun is the 12th lord in the Navamsha, you can donate copper or red clothes or fabrics to a religious place or institution. Okay. Now, if sun is in the first house, I'm coming to the house remedies. Okay. If sun is in the first house, you should set up a water source in your ancestral house, and it will bring lots of benefits for you. Okay. If sun is in the second house, you can donate almonds, coconuts, or oil of any kind. Okay. If sun is in the third house, avoid doing unlawful things. Okay, as simple as that. Avoid doing unlawful things. because then you would be getting into trouble with the government. Okay. And then if sun is in the fourth house, distribute food to blind people in your ancestral hometown. Okay, not where you are staying, it has to be your ancestral hometown. All right. Sun is in the fifth house, chanting of Vishnu mantras like Om Vishnave Namaha, or Shiva mantras like Om Namah Shivaya, that is considered to be very, very good. Okay, sun in the sixth house, you should feed dogs at temples. Okay, or in order to overcome obstacles, you can actually donate to religious organizations. Okay, sun in the seventh house, be well dressed at times. Okay, be soft spoken, because sun in the seventh house gives a lot of ego, so be soft spoken in business matters, and inculcate administrative qualities, okay, or abilities. If sun is in the eighth house, it will be very essential, it is very essential rather, to maintain a cordial relationship with elder siblings. Okay, if sun is in the ninth house, use a big brass utensil at home. Okay, and do not accept any silver gifts from anyone, because sun debilitates in the sign of Libra, so accepting silver gifts if you have sun in the ninth house can be really, really troublesome for you. Okay, if sun is in the 10th house, it's the digbala. All right, so so you don't have to do much, but if possible, just avoid the entry of light through the western part of the house. Okay, sun in the 11th house, as much as possible stick to a very sattvic vegetarian diet. I know this is difficult, but Ekadash Surya, if it is pleased, it can give you a lot of things. Okay, and then sun in the 12th house, forgive your enemies. Okay, 12th house is the Marankaran Sthan for the sun, so forgive your enemies and don't hold a grudge against anyone. All right, and then if sun is in the 7th house and you're not getting married, then you can actually throw copper coins in flowing water on Sundays during Surya Hora. Okay, and you can also, carrying on with this remedy, you can also donate metals like copper or gold or bronze and brass to people who are in need. Okay, then again on the physical level, it is recommended that you periodically check the vitamin D levels in your body to make sure that you don't have any deficiency of vitamins if you have a weak sun. Okay, for example, if the sun is eclipsed by Rahu or Ketu, there could be a problem with vitamin D in the body. Okay, and then if you are facing any problem in the workplace or any problem with job, then you can put a golden or red colored flower in a water filled on a copper vessel. Okay, and then keep that water under the rising sun for an hour or so, and then drink that water by chanting the mantra Om Shri Suryaya Nama for 11 times or for 108 times. Okay, so again, like the Arghya remedy, this remedy needs to be done before 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay, again, if you are looking to donate food items related to the sun, then you should donate exotic nuts like almonds and cashews to elderly people. Okay, and then the other remedy for the sun could be to read the Yajurveda. Okay, when the moon transits the nakshatras ruled by the sun. Okay, so this is a difficult remedy because Vedas are not written down, they are chanted. So if you have a guru who can actually help you to listen to the Yajurveda or teach you the Yajurveda, then recite the Yajurveda whenever the moon transits the nakshatras ruled by the sun. Okay, and Shiva is one of the ruling deities related to the sun, so listening to Sri Rudram on Mondays is very good. Okay, and then when on the days of Sankranti, you should always recite the Surya Ashtottaram. Okay, on the days of Sankranti is the day when the sun will change signs. It happens on the 14th or 15th of every month. Okay, and if you want the sun to give you prosperity, then on Sundays light a ghee lamp during Surya Hora. Okay, the lamp should be an earthen one, not a metallic one. And then if you have the sun and moon very close to each other and you are facing problems because of that, then you should chant the mantra Om Hrim Shri Shailaputri Durgaye Namaha. Okay, so this is a mantra that honors and praise to the goddess Shailaputri of the Navadurgas. So the mantra again is Om Hrim Shri Shailaputri Durgaye Namaha. Okay, again, if the sun is combust, so this is another remedy you can use if the sun is in a difficult conjunction or with planets like Rahu, Ketu, or Saturn, then the Matangi Mahavidya mantra can be used. Okay, but be careful with this because the results can be very, very quick and you may not be prepared for the results that follow. Okay, but I'm giving out the mantra since I am associated with the Mahavidyas. So it's Om Rim Aim Bhagavati Matangeshwari Shrim Swaha. Okay, Om Hrim Aim Bhagavate Matangeshwari Shreem Swaha. All right. So we also know that the sun gets exalted in the sign of Aries. So you should chant the mantra related to Aries. Okay. And what is the mantra related to Aries? Om Vishnave Namaha Aum. So this mantra, Om Vishnave Namaha Aum. So this mantra needs to be chanted 108 times during Surya Hora or when Aries is rising in the sky. Okay. So you can use any app, real-time astrology app, to find out when Aries is rising in the Lagna. All right. And since the sun gets exalted in the sign of Aries, you can chant the Aditya mantra related to Aries. Om Grene Thata Adityaya. Okay, so the Aditya of Aries is Thata Aditya, so it is Om Grene Thata Adityaya. So this again should be chanted 108 times during the Surya Hora or when Aries is rising in the sky. Okay, so then the other thing is that there are 5 temples dedicated to Lord Shiva, representing the manifestation of the 5 elements of the tattvas. Okay, so it is known as Panchabhuta Sthalam. Okay, so earth, water, air, akash, and fire. So as we know, sun is related to the fire element, and the linga, the Shiva linga, which is associated with the fire element, is Agni Lingam. And the temple is Arunachaleshwara temple, which is located, of course, in Tiruvannamalai. Okay, so you should visit this temple if you get an opportunity, or if visiting the temple is not possible, then you should make it a point to listen to the Arunachal Ashtakam, which was written by His Holiness Bhagwan Sri Ramana Maharishi. Okay, so if you have Surya in these signs in the 12th house, okay, then you can actually donate certain things. All right, so if your Surya is in Aries in the 12th house, you can donate copper vessels. If Taurus is your 12th house and Surya is there, you can donate wheat. If Gemini is your 12th house and Sun is there, you can donate peacock feathers. For Sun in 12th house Cancer, you can donate ghee. For Sun in 12th house Leo, you can donate bilva leaves to a Shiva temple. If Sun is in the 12th house of Virgo, you can offer milk to snake pits and snake hills. If Sun is in Libra in the 12th house, you can donate Chandan. If Sun is in the 12th house of Scorpio, you can donate lotus. If Sun is in the 12th house of Sagittarius, you can donate a bull. Okay, if Sun is in the 12th house of Capricorn, you can donate ruby. If the Sun is in the 12th house of Aquarius, you can donate pepper. And if the Sun is in the 12th house of Pisces, you can actually feed wheat to fishes. Okay, now there are certain temples related to the Sun, as I said. So if you have Sun in these signs, then you can visit these temples. Okay, so if you have Sun in Aries, you can visit the Thiru Thiruvannamalai temple. Okay, if the Sun is in Taurus, then you can visit the Ekambareshwar temple in Kanchipuram. The Sun in Gemini, you can visit the Chidambaram temple. If Sun is in Cancer, you can visit the Shankaran Kovil temple. And if Sun is in Leo, you can visit the Suryanar temple. Okay, if the Sun is in Virgo, you can visit the Shankaran Kovil temple, just like the Sun in Cancer. Okay, if the Sun is in Libra, you can visit the Thirunallaru temple. Okay, if the Sun is in Scorpio, you can visit the temple of Kalahasti, which is, of course, located in Andhra Pradesh. If the Sun is in Sagittarius, you can visit the Alanguri temple. If the Sun is in Capricorn, you can visit the Peru temple in Coimbatore. If Sun is in Aquarius, you can visit the Thirunageshwaram temple. And if Sun is in Pisces, you can actually visit the Rameshwaram temple or the Rameshwaram Jyotirlinga. Okay. All right. So this was about the remedies for Sun. It's a very detailed video. Go through it. If you don't find your remedy, of course you'll find a remedy for the placement of Sun in your horoscope. Okay, so try out these remedies, yeah, and make a comment, leave your feedback in the comment section. It's very, very important for me. Okay, it's important that these remedies, that the stuff that I'm posting is of use to you as well. Okay, and if you have any confusion regarding your chart, or if you have any problem, please reach out for a consultation or for a discussion if you want. The number is provided in the description box. I'll see you very soon with another video. Okay, till then, Om Gurave Namaha.